first door is, what is music? And that's a door we can go through some other time. Like the other door, I think, is really interesting.
You know that they're taking pictures and videos.
Oh,
Yes.
they better be.
Okay.
I feel
Right?
like
Again, if I had the tube and the flannel, it'd be better. But like, what does it mean for something to be good? And who are we to judge what's good? Right? Like, forget like you. Who am I to judge what's good? You know?
Because everyone has a right to an opinion, no matter
But
what other
good
people
is not an
think.
opinion. Good's ostensibly objective, right? Like.
I don't know. You can like Taylor Swift, and I'm not going to.
Right, but in that case, like, still neither of us are saying like Taylor Swift is good, right? There is a lot of absolutely dog shit music that I like, and I'll still be like, that's bad music.
Yeah.
Right? Afro Man, right? Love me some Afro Man. Terrible music, right?
I would say it's terrible.
But at the same time, like, what does it mean for music to be good? Right? I can sit here and I'm just like, you know, guys, have you like heard, like, sat down and really heard Sibelius' Second Symphony? That's good, right? But like, why? How? How do we assess the goodness of something? Right? We can assess it, we like it. We can assess why we like it, right? I don't know your name. You're like, oh, good music always moves by certain fits.
Well, that's not like exactly what I was trying to get at.
I mean, but like,
But it follows form.
right, but like this is if you probably be like, oh, this music sort of adheres to this thing that I appreciate in music, therefore I like it, right? But that doesn't inherently make it good, does it? You know?
Maybe it's just in the key that makes
Look at
it
that.
sound is
What,
like.
are you one of these like keys sound like different things kind of people? Or which
I'm just saying,
what's your instrument?
percussion.
Like, percussion. Well, percussion's a bad one for this, but like, I play woodwind instruments, right? It's like different keys fit in the fingers differently, right? And so it's like, for me on saxophone, like the key of D flat major, right? Like, starts on open D flat, right? So that's nothing, and then the immediate next note up the scale is E flat, which is basically every finger. And so it's like playing in D flat comes with certain challenges. It's like, okay, let's say these certain notes hit on the instrument differently, and it sounds good differently. And it's not, I know that is kind of the case in percussion, in mallet percussion, but it's not quite the same. Right? And so we can talk about like, okay, so this is in a key that's good for me, and therefore it makes me sound better, or I feel like I sound better, or I don't have to work as hard to sound better. Right? And that can certainly be a thing. I like it. But does that mean, like, if it doesn't do that, does that mean it's inherently bad? Question? Comment?
I do think that certain keys do sound different. I mean, obviously, from like an objective standpoint, all the keys should sound the same, right? But there's a certain like societal like construct around it, you know, because for so long people are like, oh, I played this key, this emotion, and we've kind of inherited that. Like I noticed a lot of love songs are written in the key of A, or a lot of like gospel songs are written in the key of B, E flat, or you know, vocal music's typically in G. You know, there's a lot of like social boundaries around that. It's like, oh, if I play in this key, then obviously I'm more connected to the subject and trying to push across.
But how much of that is just sort of, well, we need to do this vocal pieces in G, so you can't do anything else, right? They can't read G sharp, they can only read G. But like, there's also just other limitations on music, right? So obviously we don't do a whole lot of stuff that's in F sharp major, right? Fairly rare. F sharp minor, a bit more common because it's just A minor, or A major and the relative minor. But like, how much of us think that, okay, so when we hear something that's in F sharp major, we do often kind of lock in on it quickly. Like, well, that doesn't sound like the F I'm playing. It's like maybe you know F and it just sounds like a really kind of sharp F, or it's kind of wrong F, right? But that's because you don't do it very often, because F sharp major is a bit of a pain. Most instruments like us, it's the wrong number of sharps, right? It's 5 sharps, so it's not like all of them, but it's also like not none of them. And so it just sounds.
Back up on that. F sharp major is 5 sharps?
Yeah, sure. And then it's like, it just, like you don't hear it. Oh, I know. And so like, you got like your.
I'm not leaving. I gotta go to work. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
I'm enjoying
You
it.
are. What are you talking about?
that wasn't just a random thing you pulled out, and you need to go to your observation.
Yeah. Last one. But it's just like, so it's like F sharp sounds special because you don't hear it. But if we were more exposed to it, would it really sound that different? Would it just be like, oh, it's B flat major. Oh, it's F sharp major. It's like they sound.
I
True.
feel like we've lost the train.
I would say I could have sworn I was laying on the back.
What is
Well,
music
no,
theory?
well, what's music theory? But, like,
Okay,
but
we're
again,
back.
like, what is good music? Right? What does it mean for something to be good?
Well, I mean,
Am I
It's
good?
just
It's
a
not an
social
answer to
thing.
that.
So I mean,
Social.
like as far as an objective good exists at all.
Well, there might not be an answer to it, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth pondering.
This, doing this like philosophical question, I mean, it touches back on itself. It's like, what makes it good? Well, is my answer to that good? Is the answer to a response to that good? I mean, you're gonna go in an endless cycle here, killing yourself trying to figure it out.
Well, what if I want to do that?
Good if you
Then,
Bordeaux would
Ouch.
disagree. Bordeaux argues that there is a good and a bad.
Does he?
He does, yeah. He'll argue, I
Dua
mean,
Lipa.
his argument is essentially that cultural capital is what makes something good. If it doesn't have cultural capital, then it is not good.
No, that means it
Olivia
has value.
Rodrigo.
But is it not good if it has value? According to Bordeaux.
The thing is, like,
Come on,
You-
Elliot
you
Bird
can-
would be disappointed in
things
right
can
now.
get. Like I care.
You don't seem to care about anything.
What is, like, why would we? We're all just like dust in the universe.
Oh.
But no, but like.
I think this is
But
where I
like,
leave.
I feel like there is value in things that are bad. Right? And so saying, oh, something has value
Hitler.
can inherently be the same as saying it's good.
Is value outside of the linguistic bias that value is a good thing? Can you have negative value? Can be,
Yeah, it's called my bank account.
okay, yeah, well.
No, that doesn't matter. It's just dust.
I mean,
It's just dust in the wind. That doesn't matter. You could live. I wrote a paper about that song. You could live without money if you really wanted to. You just die faster.
so what you're saying is you can't live without.
But you'd be free.
You could for a little bit, but you'd die faster
Free from the
Why would you die
confines of.
faster?
because you probably couldn't buy food,
need to
and
buy
or
food.
you'd be eating shit from a garbage can and get sick and die.
Well, no.
Their
I can walk into the
sustenance
Walmart,
lifestyles, though,
steal the gun, go out.
Then you'd go. Oh, you know what? You're right. My bad. I forgot about the criminal mind.
Sustenance lifestyles exist,
Okay,
right? You
I think
go
this is
hunting,
where I
farming,
low-key like-
fishing.
Get a stick, you get a stick, you sharpen it, you threaten somebody's life with it.
Yes, what
So,
is
so,
We still have 6 minutes. What is music?
I don't know. We're not talking about music theory though. We're talking about everything but music theory.
music theory was a long time ago, somebody said like a science sound and decided to add
I know.
like math to it,
Five
decided
more.
to add some type of science to it. So it decided to give an answer to why it sounds good. Why is
Four.
the biggest thing with music theory.
Five.
And because of that, it spawned a bunch of other pieces and a bunch of other people to keep going and making these different pieces with answers as part of humanity's natural want to put an answer to things.
did you have theory 5 with her?
No.
Okay. You are aware that the first, like, who were the first music theorists?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Fuchs. I'm gonna go with
You're
Fuchs.
gonna go with Fuchs?
True.
That's not a bad answer.
True.
That is a better
Yeah.
answer than I was expecting, to be perfectly honest. Unfortunately, the correct answer is the ancient Greeks.
Ancient Greeks.
Jesus.
Right?
At
No,
least
no, we're talking before Jesus.
the ancient Greeks are the earliest music theorists that we have record of.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right? And so you're just like,
Talking
oh,
BC,
some
big
people
dog.
thought of some stuff. No, like, the original music theory is things like, if I have a vibrating string,
Okay.
like, on your proto violin that's just one string, and I cut the string in half, the sound is different. Right? There's a certain relationship now. It's like, there's the sound.
First instrument
and
ever
the
made.
function. and there's a sound that's a half string. And so when you cut a string in half or double the length of a string, there's a certain thing that happens. And over time, we start to recognize that like the waveform of the original string and the waveform of the half string match up almost perfectly. Right? So we recognize a special relationship between
Ratios.
yeah, right? So here's your right? And well, your line is like, that's like the purest interval you can get, right? It's the octave, right?
I thought it was unison.
Oh.
That's like asking if 0 is a number.
Exactly.
Is it?
And then so-
Well, that's the type of
Is unison
Right.
and unison?
stuff you're asking from.
But, right?
Well,
And then you
that
get,
is
and then you
Is
get
0 a number or is it?
like, is 0 a number or is 0?
All right, let's.
Right? But then you go from, okay, so that's a 2 to 1 ratio. But then you can end up with your 3 to 2 ratio, your 1.5, right? Right? Or you can get 2/3,
Ooh.
right? 2 or 3, right? It's like all of these ratios are not things that necessarily make music, but they are all things upon which music relies. Yeah?
Does anybody know who was coming up with these theories of sound in ancient Greece?
Pythagoras.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pythagoras is the first record of music theory that we have. Can't definitively say that he was the first music theorist, right? Because we don't have records prior to him. But yes.
You know,
And so-
you'd be really
Theory
good
of
at
sound
filibustering.
versus music theory now, right? We're getting into this question
Isn't it my
of.
job to just
what
be
is
able to run
music?
my mouth about stuff? Right? But
Most of you didn't take Theory 5 with me. Those of you who did, it was the first time I taught it, and I'm revamping the shit out of it because.
But I feel like I thought the answer to what is music theory, while really cool to talk about, is less immediately relevant than why is it important that we've studied it for 6 semesters. Again, I'm guessing, you know, maybe some of you had to repeat like theory 3 or theory 2, maybe not, I don't know, right? Like, you study a lot of it in this subject. Why? Right, even if you're not at Jax State, like most people will take at least 4 semesters as part of their undergrad. And you guys have taken 6. Right? Why?
Because I'm required to.
Why?
Because they hate me.
Why?
Music theory has been viewed as extremely important to become a better musician.
Why?
For understanding, like it's better to understand than to not understand.
Why?
I don't know, teacher.
Right, like-
Tell me.
No, Socratic method. We're not going to tell you why. You
This
gotta
is
do
not
it.
a theory
No, like,
or
so, like-
But it is a
psychological class.
But
Oh,
no,
this
back
is the
up, guys.
different notes. Read the notes, read the
Guys,
Yes.
it is a philosophy class. My doctorate is in philosophy. I have a full doctorate of philosophy in music theory.
Right.
This is a philosophy class.
Yes.
Okay, my bad. I'm wrong. You're right.
I know.
He doesn't have that.
Okay.
He's got that doctorate in musical arts.
Yeah.
Nice.
What time is it?
Yeah.
Time for you to shut the hell up.
1 minute. 1 minute.
All right.
One minute.
I'm